Hello, this is Patrick. Lots of things are happening today, so I put on my good shirt. This is a good T-shirt, and my neighbor stole a few of my chickens the other day, and he did it all in like I don't know what he's doing, and he like sneaked through the trees and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why. Uh, Life is getting pretty tough when you have to steal your neighbor's chickens, and I don't know what to do. I get, really the height. I think I'll do nothing anyway. And then Obamacare lived to another day, and so we're going to do that right now. I also wanted to say, of those three senators of the Republican Party that voted with the Democrats, they are Democrats. I mean, that's the way to look at it. Trump, they vote against everything. Trump doesn't have any of his government in place. There's a counter government in Washington right now, and that's what's going on. And and as I said, I don't know if I told you this before, Schumer's going to get worse. And then in the springtime, he's like almost taking all the Republican issues. I think this is true. They're going to just become very populist and things like that. They're going to talk about the working class. They don't care. These people don't care about anyone. That's all. Pelosi, Weinstein. What's her name? Senator Weinstein from San Francisco. I mean, they're rich. She's like a secretary, and she became U.S. Senator from California. And they're almost a billionaire with her husband. They just became filthy rich in office. We're dealing with a totally corrupt government. And Bernie Sanders ran for the money. He doesn't care about America. And these college kids, I can't, your jaw drops listening to them. They're so selfish. They're so stupid, ignorant. And I was just like that. Actually, I was more reserved. I would probably say I was like a moderate in college. Because I remember seeing a conservative. We had a conservative guy on campus, and he really stood out. But, the Vietnam War ended, and I think the people in the country was fairly well left just to get out of the war. And most of my politics probably is to get out of wars. I mean, that's the number one. These people who own these armament factories, you think they're stocks. It's all a mirage. It has nothing to do with the New York Stock Exchange. There's no stocks. Those are all, they play trickery. There's an owner for a lot of, even Goldman Sachs has like one big owner. And you can't mention his name. Even a lot of these armament factories and things have an owner, and then they sell this stock. It's just like to confuse the public. And war is really important, and that's why they're opposing Trump on Russia. They really want to go to war with Russia, and they're getting Republicans to go along with it by passing these sanctions against Russia. Russia's just watching, going, "What are you guys doing?" And so this is going to go forward. I think McCain, I still have him very, very weak. He's going to be leaving the scene. I just don't know when. This is probably his biggest victory. Now, I told you before, this is fourth. This is number 4, McCain. They went through 4. And this one is going to be either going to retire, die, or be replaced. But this one is not going to last. And he's going to get a lot of blowback, this persona, in Arizona and the country. He's really did damage to, he's really a selfish person. The selfishness of what he did last night is really coming through. And it shows you he was never part of the Republican Party. And the guy from Alaska, you got to think, like, why how does he represent self-sufficient Alaska? These these lumberjacks and stuff, and they got this like this whim. So I did douse. There could be significant drop in their support in those states, and the lady from Maine, there's not much change. She loses a couple percent. You know, that's temporary, and Maine is a part of Massachusetts, anyways. I don't even know why they get senators, but I guess we have to deal with it. They're just filled with anti. They made patriotism dirty, and patriotism is healthy. You're just feeling good about your country. You want to see it do well, and they turn it into something ugly, very ugly, and that's how they undermine the culture and the people, and they make labor cheap, and that's why most of the people in the inner cities, they'll never ever get a decent paycheck unless they break the cycle. They know what to do. It's all well known. They know what will succeed to change these inner cities, but they won't do it. They won't do it. And that's where we are. Okay, so GDP goes down next year. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. And they'll probably, like they always do, report a different number. So I had GDP. How much did it fall? Here. Okay, the last 12 months, they just came out and had a number on the GDP and said it went up. I think they said it went up 2%. Okay, in that same time period, I just want to do this for, what did GDP do? Did it go up? We'll call that 1%, and that's -1, please. And that's not. Okay, they said it went up 2%. I got, in that period that was reported to, went down, looks like 4. Looks like 3 to 4% it went down. So you see how that works? They report a different number than what actually happened. And then what's coming up, I already told you, I'm not going to repeat it. And then the second year. So the next 24 months, we're just going to go through a rough time. I can't sugarcoat it, and for the country. But they'll probably keep reporting, there's growth. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hang in there. Try to be enthusiastic. This is the big picture, but a lot of times it won't affect you. Just try to make your world work well. And answers will come to you. Situations will change in your life. So you don't have to worry about all this. All right? Thank you. Bye-bye.